I just want to point to. One is the beach scene. Remember the first time you see the Cobra Kai and we kind of come in racing on the top of the mountain? And by the way, I'm going to bring him up on us in a second, but before I get to that, put your hand up, Mr. Garrison. That's Tommy from the Karate Kid. Put him a body bag, Johnny. Rob's going to come up in a minute too. And Rob and I, you know, we became instant in all the Cobra Kais, and that whole movie, we're all a big family, really. And when I met Rob in the rehearsals and in training, and we trained together every single day, 5 days a week, and we learned, and he didn't know martial arts either. And one thing that we were bullying, but we were also bullied. And something is like, bullies, there's a saying, a bully is a victim whose story has not yet been told. So there's not like just, you know, black and white. I mean, there's people that are dishing out what's been given to them at home. You know, not to excuse their behavior, but that's where the behavior has to stop, because it's cyclical, and it progresses, and it reaches us. It may even be in us, but it needs to stop. And this is a room that you guys are in right now, where you're going to learn, and you can learn to stop, and all of us, parents and everything. So anyway, Rob and I became instant friends on the movie, and part of when you think about, like, when you're doing a character, and you're thinking, like, in real life, Billy Zabka, I would never beat somebody up like that. I would never push him around on a beach and all that. But this character, Johnny, did. Well, where's Johnny's dad? Where's Johnny's mom? He doesn't have one. Crease is his dad and his mom. Who's Crease? Crease is a guy that was kind of a bad guy who has his own issues, and he's dishing it out and sharing it with us, and he's got the control of all these kids, and he's teaching them a certain way. That's why the difference in the Karate Kid is you have Miyagi, who's teaching right, and then Kreese, who's teaching wrong. And so that first scene, we get on the beach, and we come around the corner on our motorcycles and look down, and Johnny wants to make it all work, and Tommy's going to help him make it all work, and then look down the hill, and there's Allie, you know, Johnny's ex-girlfriend, and she broke up with him. But as he says before he goes down the hill, you know, actually you say, she broke up, Johnny didn't. So the first line that's crossed is in this girl who's told Johnny, I don't want to be with you anymore, and he's not respecting that. So right there, that line's crossed, just coming down the hill. So he gets there, and then he has this fight with Daniel, and Daniel charges him, and Johnny makes, you know, trips and this and that. But there's a whole wall of people there. And there's three people in the situation. There's the bully, there's the targeted, and then there's the witnesses. And they stood by, and nobody stepped up. So, you know, you guys are your own witnesses, and you guys can empower each other, and you guys can say, like my son said, I'm the guy you're looking for, you know, but maybe there's 30 of you going, we're the guys you're looking for, you know, then that bully's gonna get smaller and go away. Bullies can be backed down. It just needs, all of us. So, at the end of the movie, Johnny kind of gets set free a little bit. The ending of the movie, Johnny finds his real self. When he's fighting Daniel and the tournaments are going on, and he's fighting fair, and then Kreese pulls him over. And here's Johnny, who's been bullying the whole movie, you know, and Kreese says, sweep the leg. And you can see in Johnny's eyes, he's like, you want me to break his leg? You have a problem with that? No, that's it, right? So, right there is the problem. And right there, Johnny's waking up to, who is this person? You know, but he's been programmed. He goes back out. As soon as he says no mercy, it's like the light switches off and he walks back out to the tournament. And he's an autopilot until he gets that glorious crane kick in his face. And I like talking about Johnny in the third person, like it's not me, but her. Johnny, let's talk about him. So, you know, and then at the end, Johnny walks over and you know, grabs the trophy and says, "You're all right, it was a good match." See, so in some of these bullies, you know, like one day they could be your friend. And one day, you know, and let me tell you something. Elementary school, junior high, high school, even college, but college is a little different. It feels like your whole life. This bus is your whole life, you know. And what's happening on that bus or what's happening in that class feels like this is your fate, you know. This is how it's always going to be. It's not. It's not me, right? Will you take a message for me? So it's a season. So if you guys have any trouble, or if you feel like a victim and you've been targeted, and you feel less than who you really are, it's a moment. And you're in a room where you're getting tools to deal with that.